data?
Big Wireless brags about having the fastest or largest 4G network in the nation. Out here, their 4G's a mirage. Don't be fooled by Big Wireless. Union has true high-speed data in the places you live, work, and play.
Hello again and welcome to the Dave Christensen Show. It's all brought to you by Union Wireless, where you can trade in your old phones
and get paid.
Absolutely. Well, it was a tough outing for the Cowboys last time out in one of the most bizarre evenings of college football you can ever imagine. A 3.5-hour weather delay, lightning delay, so much rain that you can't imagine. But the Cowboys took one on the chin here, quite honestly, Coach. And it was just one of those nights, where coming back after that long break, the Cowboys just did not, for whatever reason it happens, just did not play well.
Yeah, as disappointed as our kids were in the way we performed Saturday, and we're not making excuses. The rain delay was for both teams, and we have to come out, we have to execute, and we didn't do that. And in the end, they did, and we lost the football game because of that.
Yeah. Well, why don't we take a look? There were some highlights in this game. Cowboys did a few things pretty good, and let's take a look at the highlights. Why don't we do that right now, Coach? Now it's time to play football. Last Saturday evening, San Marcos, Texas. The Cowboys coming out raring and ready to go against the Texas State Bobcats. And at this point, things are going pretty good. Here we go, Coach.
This is a 1st and 10 play. Brett finds Tanner Gentry for a 20-yard gain, and it brings us to the 34-yard line. Then we come back 2nd and 15, and Brett finds Jalen Claiborne down the sideline, and a nice 21-yard completion to the Texas 30-yard line. The next play, we come back with a 2nd and 8, and we throw a screen to Brandon Miller, and he takes it for 20 yards and gets a face mask penalty and gets us down to the 4-yard line. Next play is a 1st and goal, and hand it off to Brandon, and just a great job blocking up front on this play, and a good kick out by Sean Wick, and Brandon does the rest and takes it in to tie up the score 7-7. And we come back here defensively in just 2nd and 8 play, and just a tremendous job by Marquesson Huff making a break on the ball and getting an interception and getting the turnover for the Cowboys. Come back here with a 2nd and 2, and Brett finds Robert Huron for a 41-yard gain, and again we had good protection here, and gets Robert down the middle of the field on a vertical route. Nice concentration, focus on the ball, a nice catch by Robert. Then we come back with a 1st and goal, and we go to Brandon Miller again on his own read play. Again, nice job blocking, a good job running, and he gets that extra yard on his own and scores a touchdown. Next play we have is a 1st and 10 play at the 36, and Brett Smith finds Tanner Gentry on this play here for a 31-yard gain, and he gets flushed a little bit, does a great job of making a play with his feet, and then finds Tanner and turns it into a big play for us. A 2nd and 10 play here, and again he finds Tanner Gentry on a slant route. Nice route, nice throw, good protection for 11-yard pickup. And next play we come back to is a 1st and 10, and he finds Robert Huron on the slant route, and Robert gets it in for the score for the Cowboys.
Well, there you see the final. Texas State 42, Wyoming 21. The Pokes now 3-2. One good thing that the non-conference schedule is complete. Now they're all conference play from here on out. But it was a tough one, 42-21 on Saturday night. Well, stay with us. We're going to take a break, and then we're going to come right back with Kevin McKinney. He's going to visit with Cowboy defensive tackle Patrick Mertens. That's coming up right after this.
When you book at flyfrontier.com, you get great stuff.
Like exclusive fares, more miles,
a free carry-on.
You even get to pick your seat.
And everyone likes to pick their seat.
I know I do. Once I picked my seat right smack dab in the middle of...
Stop!
Grizz, we're talking about picking your seat on the plane.
Wait, you pick your seat on the plane? Now that's disgusting.
Get more perks, lower fees, and a free carry-on. Book today at flyfrontier.com.
Welcome back, everyone. We have our special guest today, defensive tackle, nose guard, Patrick Mertens, who's a senior captain for the Wyoming team. And I know, Patrick, tough game in Texas, a very surreal evening all the way around with the delay and everything. What do you take from that as a senior leader of the team, and what do you do with the younger players?
You just kind of take it as a humbling experience. You know, coming off that great win against Air Force the week before, you know, we might have been a little high on the pedestal. You know, so we just got to get refocused and concentrate on New Mexico next week.
Of course, you have a week before that game, and I'm curious, everybody always asks, well, is it a good time for an open date? And it doesn't really matter, it's that date, so whether it's a good thing or not a good thing. What do you do during this type of week where you know you don't have a game on Saturday? How do you personally keep focused and keep it going?
Well, the two things I concentrate on doing during a bye week are, you know, getting schoolwork done and getting caught up with school, and then, you know, spending time in the training room, getting healthy, you know, and recuperating your body.
Of course, speaking of the academic end, you're an ag business major, and I'm just curious why you selected that route, and what might you do when football's out of your future?
I selected that route because I come from an ag background. My uncles have a fairly large farm back in Sterling, Colorado. My dad has an aerial spraying business that I was a part of when I was in high school and worked with him. And I might go back there after I graduate and continue to do that.
It's going to be highs and lows. And it's never as good as it seems, it's never as bad as it seems. How do you keep a balance between that, and how do you get that to the younger players?
You know, just the older guys have to be confident. You know, you just can't, you know, have the older guys being, you know, down in the dumps about things. And, you know, we've been there and done that, and know it's not as bad as it is, and it's not as good as it is always. So they'll be looking to us to know how to act.
Well, listen, enjoy your off week, so to speak. Say off, it's not really, but enjoy the open date, and let's get after New Mexico in 2 weeks.
All right, sounds good.
Defensive tackle Patrick Mertens. Dave and Dave will be right back after this.
Well, when I was in high school, I kind of started playing some tennis. I had a bad eye, and after my injury to my eye, I couldn't play tennis anymore either. So one of our football coaches came up to me and said, hey, I heard you can't play sports because of your eye. Would like to help out in the equipment room, so that's what I started doing. Right now, I think it's 33 or 34 years. I've been here since 1979. And I guess I need to stay around until I can at least reach retirement age, because I'm only 59 right now, so I need to stay around long enough so I can actually retire. Probably the best one, because there's many. A lot of them include beating CSU, but I guess the best one would have to be when we went 8-0 in the WAC conference, which we were the only school ever in the history of the WAC to go undefeated 2 years in a row. And being part of that team, that bunch of guys, and then that coaching staff, it was awesome.
Well, now, of course, the Cowboys can concentrate on league play. It'll be a couple of weeks away before the Cowboys welcome in New Mexico on homecoming. But there you see the Pokes. I love those standings right there at the top, 1-0, and heading into conference play. But also heading into, you know, some people call this an off week. Anything but an off week for the Cowboys. There's going to be a lot of work being done over the next couple of weeks here, Coach?
Well, you know, it's a good time for a bye, a chance to freshen up. Our guys have been playing a lot. We'll still get a jump on the game plan for New Mexico, and we'll spend some time on that Tuesday and Wednesday. But we'll get a lot of work done with our 2s and 3s and 4s, and they'll get a lot of reps in, full padded practice for those guys. And we'll go shells with the guys that are starting, and they'll get a lot of work done on their bodies in the training room and the weight room, and then we'll come back out on Saturday, and we'll go full padded practice, and what we would normally do on a Tuesday. So it'll be a full 2-hour practice and a lot of drills getting ready for that game. And then we'll get their last game on Saturday night, and Sunday we'll implement that into our breakdown and finalize the game plan and be back into game week.
Yeah, and this is a period of time that you have scripted, you have planned for. This is exactly what you're going to, all the coaches are going to be here, and there's going to be a lot of coaching done. You've planned on this moment right here.
Yeah, I had the practice plans laid out, beforehand, and we're going to go out recruiting on the second bye week and give the kids some more days off. But this first bye week was, all about business. We knew we were going to have a conference game coming up, and that, we're still fairly early in the season, and so it gives us an opportunity to freshen up the guys that are playing the majority of the snaps and to develop everybody else in the program.
Yeah, and it appears that this bye week is coming at a pretty good time as far as just healing up, taking care of some of that soreness and bumps and bruises.
Yeah, I really like the way our schedule's laid out. This is a good time, after playing 5 games, to really rest those guys are getting the reps up, and then we come back. We got 3 conference games. There'll be 3 tough conference games, and then we'll get another bye before we go into the Final Four.
Yeah, well, it's a very important time. Of course, next up, back into conference play for the Cowboys. We'll be back next week to freshen up this webisode, of course, and get ready for the New Mexico Lobos coming in a 1:30 kickoff, and that's not this Saturday, next Saturday with homecoming. Well, that's going to do it for us. This has been the Dave Christensen Show, all brought to you by Union Wireless with contract buyout.
Get paid to switch.
There you have it. We'll see you next time around. For the coach, I'm Dave Walsh. So long, everybody.
Data? Big Wireless brags about having the fastest or largest 4G network in the nation. Out here, their 4G's a mirage. Don't be fooled by Big Wireless. Union has true high-speed data in the places you live, work, and play.